Hello everyone, this is Cody Siltis with ConsciousLove.org here for your monthly Angel Oracle card reading and energy forecast. I want to thank you guys first and foremost so much for your patience and loving support. As you have noticed, I haven't been making my weekly updates this month. I've been going through what I like to call a human experience. Some egoic times, we'll say, which we all get from time to time. And it's not fun when you're intuitive or you're psychic or you're a medium and you have to and you're used to being in these spiritual perspectives and then you are thrust back into your humanity and even having messages from angels saying, no, you're not supposed to know this, you're supposed to be surprised, and it's so frustrating. But again, through the whole time, my mantra was, this is transformational, not bad. This is transformational, not bad. This is redirecting energies, not bad. And I think I'm finally coming to a place where I can take ownership of that redirectional energy and start co-creating with it. And I pray that you guys are in the same place. If you've been going through some things that have been challenging for you, know that you're not alone. Know that even though my videos weren't here, that was an opportunity for the angels to be speaking directly with you. I would go back and do readings, but I think it's more important to give the forecast for November for a sign of hope, they're telling me. We were all in the shadow. We were. Even if you go back and look at my Libra readings and some of the other readings I did for the air signs, I saw themes watching them where it's like, oh, it's being shadowed for me, I would say. Oh, it's being blocked, but it's going to be different, and I would try to explain it. And those were so funny, watching, again, from a future perspective, I guess, looking in hindsight and be like, yeah, oh yeah, it's shadowed, all right. I can't say a thing. But again, that's okay when the teacher is silent during the tests, right? And whenever we're in shadowed times, it's a time for us to be shining our light. And I know it was difficult for me. It really was, to be shining my light, to be standing in my integrity, to be speaking my truth, and to be redirecting my life, and truly realigning my life with my own willpower. To say, you know what, this isn't where I want to be going. And I see that now. I was caught up in all these dramas. And after having this little shake-up, I can now have the clarity and focus to be like, oh, there's the light. Again, when it gets dark, we can see where the light is more clearly. So yeah. I want to say I love you guys, too. Like, from the bottom of my heart, because you guys, your comments continuing really help me keep going. I do want to say, if you've emailed me and you haven't gotten a reply, I would just say, please email me again, because that inbox is not full, but I want to be making sure that you get attended to. So please, if you can forgive the inconvenience, would you please re-email me, just so it pops back up for me. I don't have to go hunting through there, and I could better assist you. Again, remember, this is a friendly thing I do. It's not really a business right now. It's not really something I charge for. So I would appreciate some mutual exchange, and then realizing I am human. So, yeah. Not that I'm here to help you help yourself. I'm here to help inspire you to know the wisdom and beauty that was already inside of you. Okay? You're the miracle worker. You're the light worker. We all are. We're all light beings. It's just about remembering that. Okay? So, in honor of Stuart Pierce following me on Twitter, I'm going to be using his two decks, the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards, and wow, and the Angel Heart Sigils. Also in honor of Colette Baron Reed communicating with me on Twitter as well, which was awesome. They're supportive. They're so awesome. Michelle Patterson too. She, yeah, it happened. I'm gonna use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms and Colette's new deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle. I can't tell if I've posted these or not because I've been trying to make weekly videos. I've been trying, And then every time something would happen, or at the very end, I'd be sitting there, and the angels and me would just be having a conversation in my head. And it would be like 15 minutes would go by, and I was like, I'm not saying anything to them because they're too busy talking to me. And it was like this, it's like they brought me to the camera just for me to get into the mode, and then be like, JK, you're not publishing this was for you, surprise, and it was annoying. Not fun. I also have, for some reason, I think it's significant, one of my all-time favorite decks, and this is the most decks I've ever pulled out before I have more, Return of Spirit. I think this is very significant that we have these cards here, because, again, how I said before with the other tarot cards we were using, it was very human energy, very emotional, very illogical, irrational, egoic-based energies kind of insurging for us at that time. Do I really look this skinny? Is that from my exercise? 6 weeks, people, it's all over. I probably won't make the 20-pound mark tomorrow at my weigh-in, but I am stronger and I get lots of notices of me looking thinner, so I'm focusing on the blessing that did occur. But anyway, yeah, getting away from those Tarot-esque and getting back to the returning to spirit, returning to the spiritual angelic energies. So, with that being another ridiculously long introduction, I love you guys very, very much. There's a fly again, getting smaller. Those flies, fire signs, they've been everywhere for me too. Everywhere. So yeah, I love you guys. Like, you have no idea how much your comments brighten my day. Whenever things are going south, whenever I'm feeling depressed or anxious or stressed out, magically I get a comment and I'm just reminded of the blessings that you guys give me. So please, just know you're appreciated, okay? I love you. So, let's get into these readings, guys. Bye. Aries, you have no idea how badly I want to sit in the sun, so I just moved over like 5 feet to get some sunlight on me. So, I'm being drawn to the Angels of Atlantis cards for you guys, as well as the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. We might pull from some other ones, but let's see what's going on here. What are we doing, guys? I feel like every time I do just different things. Okay, we like that structure. Okay, so we're gonna get some extra cards here. Really? Okay. Ooh. Where is it? There it is. Right? No. Okay. Really, guys? Really, guys? Okay. So, we pretty much have a lot of cards here for a lot of the earthly perspective, guys. I'm sensing that we're a little bit blocked in our spirituality, a little bit blocked in our human relatedness, they're saying. They're not so good at English. No kidding. Even right now, I'm sensing there was a lot of stresses in the past that have been really shadowing your ability to connect with other humans. Really, they're saying you've been disconnected. Oh, that's nice. So, reflecting on the past, again, we have the energies we're starting... Okay, they're really telling me we have the energies we're starting the month with. The energies we're going to kind of end it off with. Guidance for the in-between to get from point A to point B. Your spiritual angelic perspective when they're telling me, Aries, you've been blocked spiritually. And we have a plethora of cards down from the earthly perspective, saying that you're really in a lot of your lower chakras. You're really dealing with your root and your sacral, they're saying. A little bit of the solar plexus and confidence, but it's really your emotional engagement. You've been cutting yourself off. You've been suppressing emotions. You've been denying emotions. All for the sake of stability, they're saying. All for the sake of stability. And they give me an extra card talking about reflections of the past, connections with the past, these past influences that are bringing us up to today. They just flashed October, so perhaps some energies of October before we get into these current energies coming in for November. Oh, we have the Grace card, and they're having me tilted this way, which is always significant to me. Ooh. You thought you were being blessed, but there's actually a lot of destruction happening. I'm just going to repeat that because that will make sense to you. You thought you were being blessed, but there's actually a lot of destruction happening. You thought you were God. You thought you were not doing what's right. You lost your sense of self. You had a few moments of egoic pride and arrogance, which you are now seeing the reflective cause of. You are now witnessing the fact that in your state of overwhelming control, in your need for power, again stemming from your root chakra, from your own instability, from your own weakness, we say humbly. You thought that by ascending to this place of power over people in your life, that this was a blessing to you. But as you see now, you have been causing some destructions. You have been causing some mishaps, some difficulties in the worlds of other people, within their heart spaces. You have been graced. You have been given a wonderful opportunity, and we are not saying that you royally messed up and that there are incorrectable things. We are saying all things happen with divine perfect reason and timing. So yes, this falling out was necessary for you to see the errors of your ways. Please do not think for a moment that we are unloving to you, or that we are bashing you by pointing out the loving truths that are necessary for you to know at this time. Please know that you were always within the grace of God, that you were always forgiven before you even request it. That Mother, Father, God already knows when you will make a mistake and has already pre-forgiven you before you've even made it. So it is you now that we ask to start forgiving yourself, to start humbling yourself and realizing that the same grace that you are unconditionally given, you have the potential to grant to others. You can grace and forgive other people unconditionally, no matter what you have done to them, and no matter what they're saying again, you have done to them, or that they have done to you. But truthfully, spiritually, you know that certain things are in your energetic responsibility. I don't want to say your fault, because I don't want this to be about blame. I just want you to realize what you've done and that you have the power and potential to make things right. Again, things happen for a reason. This is a lesson you needed to learn. So, entering this month, we have the energies of meditation with Archangel Jophiel. And they're really telling me, wow, okay, you've been over-abusing your solar plexus, your sense of presence, your ego, your pride, your esteem. They're telling me that because you do not have a healthy esteem for yourself, you're overcompensating with aggression. And they're really asking you, now that these turbulent things have happened and you identify that you are responsible, at fault, but again, with loving acceptance, okay? Not with shame. It is time for you to take a step back. It is time for you to slow down those aggressive energies and align yourself with the spiritual knowledge that is already around you. You need to surround yourself with intuitive wisdom. And if you can't get that intuitively, surround yourself with loving wisdom in the physical. Go to people who you care and respect. Go to your confidants, go to your mentors, speak to them humbly and humanly, so that you may gain insight through spirit, through physical interactions. Everything is spirit. Whether you choose to access it yourself through your own cognitive downloads, or through interpersonal physical relationships. Spirit speaks in many ways, okay? So at the beginning of the month, you're really being asked to slow down, to identify causes of situations, to be seeing things from a wise perspective. And really, to reconnect with the joy they just said, to identify that the reason you've been acting so aggressive, so abrasive, is because you're trying to hold on to your stability and your security in the world, but really you just want to be happy. And you think incorrectly. You think that you have to be fighting this way, or that you have to be aggressive in order to protect the world that you created for yourself. Because you've been given this nice place of power and responsibility and authority and establishment, and you think that's what's making you happy because it's giving you the money or it's giving you the respect. But really, if you've been going about it through fear-based modalities, again, if your inner space is fearful, you're just creating more fear in other people. Okay? You're not spreading light and love and joy and radiance. So please know, as you're slowing down and going within and identifying what is it that makes me joyful, why am I doing what I'm doing? How can I make this in service to myself and those around me so we can all benefit instead of just benefiting the self? And they're really pressing me to say, you may think that you are helping a larger cause, but you need to really go within to see, am I doing this larger cause for an egoic, individualistic, personal reason? So really I'm doing it for my own pride and my own sense of self? Or am I really doing what's right for the larger group of humanity? You guys are not the type they're saying to be giving and giving to other people and not to yourself, as some Libras and air signs might be. You tend to be the more fiery, headstrong, rushing ahead rams that you are, Aries. You're fire signs. You're active. You're proactive. So we don't want to say the good news. What you're invited to enter into towards the end of the month, again, invitations, not predictions, I'm quoting Colette, serenity. You have the potential to take that purple, energy, that intuitive, spiritual, violet flame energy, and to really project it out into the rest of the world around you, into your workspace, your home space, your love space, everywhere. To really let there be peace and love and serenity, calmness, rejuvenation, health, well-being in all areas of your life. This is the potential. This is what you are invited to enter into. Because again, even though there is destiny, there is free will. This is your time. You've done what was necessary. You've experienced the dark side. And you now have your choices to correct things. And to be realigned with what is right. So, before we get on to your guidance about how to ensure that you get from this meditative state you're entering, again, this time where you're being called and invited to be reflecting about your life, and to be reflecting about the joy that you're missing and all that you've been doing, spiritual perspective, the angels are really telling you, identify your intentions. We've talked about this. This was blocked before, and they're really having me dunk it down. I love how I don't just have, upside down and this and that and flipped. It's like sometimes this means this, sometimes this, it's whatever. So intentions, again, you need to be reflecting on your intentions. Why are you doing what you're doing? And they're telling me, don't fool yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't BS yourself. Don't think that just because you're working at that greater cause for the greater group, that it's really not all about you. You have inner work to be doing, okay? It's your intention that needs to change in order for the positive serenity to happen. And they're giving me a forewarning that if things don't become more peaceful, you will see things fall apart. That destructive nature will continue moving forward, okay? And again, that's psychic in the sense of recognizing patterns and predicting outcomes. Psychic does not mean that you do not have free will or that you can't create your future. Psychic just means that you're aware of what's happening now and what will be happening in the future if things don't change or if things do change. You always have choice, you always have power, and I'm here to remind you of your power. So, interesting. Your bridge to get from the meditation to the serenity, we have Earth Force. What are you saying here? We have Archangel Raphael. Okay. they're really saying there's a lot here. You need to be going. This is your guidance. So please find some time this month to go outside, to get some exercise, to get some fresh air, to be alone. But you're also, by being one with Mother Nature, you're going to remember who you are. And that's what we're hoping that you intend to do this month. Focus on finding out, again, your humanity, your humility. Connect again with that which you are, that you are of the earth. And remember that one day you will return to the earth. We're all stardust, and we shall turn back into dust at certain points. They're really telling me to assist you with this remembering of the interconnectedness of all humanity. That you need to remember, and this is not a morbid way, that remember that we're all connected, that we're all one. Even if you see that little crop circle, if you want to think that aliens or whatever, that all are angels and all spirits and all this, when we get down to it, yes, we can identify things. Yes, oh, you're a ghost, you're an angel, you're an Arcturian, you're a Pleiadian, you're an Earthling, whatever. When we all get down to it, we're all spirit. We're all divine sparks. We are all one. So you're really being asked to remember that. And again, Gaia, Mother Earth, is here for you to re-assist you in remembering who you are. So please go outside, spend some time meditating, they're really saying get fresh air, get sunlight, take care of your physical health. Because as you do these things, you tend to your lower chakras, which we said are a little disjointed at the moment. And that would really benefit you. Okay, exercise helps the root chakra. It actually does help the sacral as well, because you have a lot of emotional energy there, and if you're not expressing it the right way, a lot of you are holding emotions back, they're saying. Or just denying that emotions exist, and you need to stop doing that, okay? So, we now have a very large, I don't care how long this message is, I can't even see. It's been 1 week since you looked in, 15 minutes only, cool. So, we have a few cards here from the earthly perspective that we should really talk about. Hello, little ant. Oh, sorry. I scared him. Okay. Someone's walking. Okay. Oh, yeah. So as we said before at the very beginning of the message, the first thing that you need to realize, what you need to be doing to others in order to do it for yourself, they're saying, is forgiveness. Give forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Forgive other people. Realize that you've made mistakes. Realize you're human, they're saying. Realize that other people are human. Realize that everyone makes mistakes. Realize that everyone is irrational at points. Realize that everything is okay. Okay, I'll say. Hold on, I have to go back. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has them days. Everybody, something, I'm talking about. Everybody, whatever, Hannah Montana. What's the other thing I say? In the wise words of Hannah Montana, life is what you make it. So let's make it rock. And it's true though. You need to realize that you have a choice in your interactions with people. You have a choice to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made, which again may have been necessary. And once you realize that it was necessary, you can be like, oh, well, that's okay, I was a baby, or I didn't know better. Forgive yourself, let it go. There's some cords that are meant to easily be cut, okay? Forgiveness is one of them. It's very difficult for humans specifically to be forgiving, but it's actually one of the easiest things to do. Because again, it's not about forgiving the other person, it's about letting go. It's about letting go of the anger. It's about, forgiveness is for the forgiver, not for the forgiven. You need to let go, you know, of the rage, of the anger, of the hurt, of the memories. It's for you more than it is for the person you're trying to forgive. Again, we're reminding you to be compassionate with yourself and other people. That was kind of already mentioned. Ooh. I am presence. This is a very powerful card. You have the opportunity to experience this if you're meditating. Even if you're not, you might... Okay, they're saying meditate. Maybe like one or two of you might not need it, but for the majority of you out there, meditate. Because once you realize your true divinity, which is your humanity, once you realize that you are God, just, you're not God as in, you rule everybody and you're the top dog. No, we're all God. Look at the Hindu belief system of Atman, individuated pieces of spirit. We are all pieces of the larger Brahman, of the larger God. We are all God's children, and from the Christian point of view, we are all of God. And that's what you're really being called to ask, and to remember that in all things, no matter how different they may seem, we are all there. Also, Archangel Michael, God, Mother, Father, God, Divine Source, a lot of the angels are really saying, we are here. When you are present, namaste, when you are in that place within you, and everyone else is in that place within them, we can feel that we are one. And you really need to be going there this month, to be experiencing that oneness, that interconnectedness. They're saying you can harbor much more positive relationships by taking these steps. Friendship. They're saying you already have a few good friends around you, but you need to be realizing all the other people around you who you've taken advantage of. Sorry to say, guys. That they can be positive friends, or at least positive acquaintances in your life. You don't have to have negative relationships with them. They're really saying, be a friend. Even if you're, a boss or a mother or I don't know what, a leader of some way, or even if you're just stressed out, remember the equality within you, okay? And that's how you get your joy. The thing that you've been missing out this whole time, you really just got a step-by-step walkthrough of what to do in your earthly perspective as you meditate this month to get to that serenity. Go outside, be present with nature, focus on your intentions, what you're really doing. And again, forgive yourself and other people, be compassionate with yourself and other people, reconnect with Source, namaste. Heal those relationships you've hurt, they're saying. You can actively do this. And that is how you're going to recreate joy and get that serenity back into your life. Get those blessings back into your life. And I really want to point out the connections here. We have Jophiel twice and Shamayel. And we have the yellow solar plexus, but surrounded by the purple, and then pure purple. By dealing with these egoic, intellectual, human, self-esteem related, power struggle related issues, we can reconnect with true serenity and joy. Okay? That is your message from the angels and from Spirit, Aries. Spirits of the realms, go out there, make a difference. Let's give you one card from the wisdom of the oracle from Colette Baron Reed to sum everything up. Oh. New life in the protection stage. This actually came up when you're reading for this week. So I really want to say, okay, because you want to come out too. You have the potential for a new life. But you're protecting yourself, and that makes sense. You forgive yourself for the things that you don't know. That you know that you don't know. That you know that you didn't know. Forgive yourself as you enter into this new life. Be a learner. Give yourself permission to not already have defined and limited yourself as someone perfect who knows everything and can't change, who's already dogmatic and stuck and limited. If you defined yourself, you just limited and stifled your spiritual evolution. So give yourself permission to open up again. And again, we have the here and now, focusing again on meditation, being present, which is very difficult for us. You're focusing a lot on the past and the future. But again, they want to point out the egg and how it hatches. I love how these two cards came out. So, be here and now, as that new home you're developing in your energetic space is formulating, and then allow yourself to break free. And great things will come your way. Okay. So, that is the message, everyone. I'm sorry, there's just people in the park. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video at this time. If you liked what you saw, can you please like, share, and subscribe? Please, please, please comment down below. I love getting them. They make my day. You can also email me at queer.spirit.guidance@gmail.com or visit my website, www.consciouslove.org. And hit me up. Again, if you missed a reading before, if I never got back to you, please re-email me. Cool. That was very awesome. Sorry, again. Very nice, muscular guy running just stopped what he was doing to give me the peace sign and then kept going. That's awesome. Love it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing and beautiful, and I love you. Okay? You're beautiful. Hang in there. The angels are watching you always. That sounds creepy. Spirit is with you. Namaste, guys. I love you. Bye.